20, see if you can put yourself in my shoes right now. Shit. If I had $1 for every time a nigga hated on.
Welcome to the Mars versus Venus show,
Yo.
or as I like to call it, the Venus versus Mars show.
Start that shit.
Here to give you a dose of life from different perspectives, where we discuss everything from pop culture, daily life, video games, comic books.
Oh yeah.
That shit you think no one else notices.
Like, if we all supposed to go vegan, what the hell are we gonna do with all these chickens?
All of that. Basically, the black nerd experience.
Black nerds who love sports, by the way.
Penny for your thoughts, I'm getting dollars while I daydream. How rude of me to rub the facts in like some face cream. Money is my plaything and every day is recess. No glitches in my game, these haters still trying to hit reset. Bank account keep sweat, make it last forever. Ooh, you got me so twisted, think I'm playing about this cheddar. Shoes, Turkish leather, costs a couple stacks of better. Let me switch the subject for a second, head in the Jetta. Success to my endeavors, my deposits drop on schedule.
All right. So this is the part of the podcast where we tell you why we're doing a podcast. You have to excuse me. I'm having a gummy bear bloodlust right now, and I just got to get it in. But yeah,
You could have definitely waited until we were done recording, but you know.
bloodlust never waits.
Right. So basically, why are we wasting your time and ours? Well, pre-midlife crisis. You know, I love
Absolutely.
my job. I love my job. I love what I do.
This is a red one, by the way.
Oh my gosh.
I had 3 green ones and a red one.
No one cares. Like I
Shit,
said,
me,
I
the
love.
chances of that are like damn near impossible.
Like I said, I love my job, love what I do, but I need something more outside of work. Outside of work and school and school. I swear I've been to school like 5 times. I don't know why I love going to school so much. But outside of that, you want to do something different. You want something more. I wanted to get a good hobby. You know, I pretty much had let go of all my hobbies because, I don't know, life was just moving too fast. And I was just trying to claw my way to the top. And you can't have hobbies when you're trying to do that. Now that I'm older and I understand that's not what life is about. It's about enjoying things and doing things that you enjoy. Why not have a podcast and maybe solve some of my midlife crisis, my pre-midlife crisis issues that I'm going through right now. I'm not saying I'm going through issues. Maybe just a little bit. I cry at night. No, not really. But no, I just wanted to do something different. Wanted to do stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it probably would be therapeutic in a way for both of us, for everybody, even the people listening. You'll realize your life isn't as horrible as you think it is, and then by us talking, we'll realize our lives are actually better than yours. But so it's like beneficial. So I mean, like the reason I'm here. So the reason I decided to do this, it was like I've accomplished so much up to this point, but I looked around and I noticed that I have yet to own a DeLorean or to have a sidekick tiger friend.
My goodness.
So with that being said, all that I thought that I had achieved,
So
it was nothing.
You wanted Life of Pi with the DeLorean.
No, because that was on a boat.
Oh my gosh.
So I'd rather like have, if you would have said that on land, yeah. Because there's a matter of fact, it can't be Life of Pi because there wasn't a DeLorean involved, and I'm not an Indian boy. So, but that's neither here nor there. Basically, what I'm saying is there's just so much more out there for me to do, to touch, so many people to reach. Maybe not. Maybe only my friends will hear this.
Maybe.
Who knows? Maybe they won't even hear it. Who knows? Shit.
No, because we're going to send them the link, but they might not even click play.
I mean, yeah. Oh, we're gonna make them click play because there will be a question and answer period. Oh, hey, did you get that podcast?
There'll be a pop quiz at the end.
They're gonna be looking at our bubble as it goes down after we send it to them. Hey, you get that podcast, buddy? Yeah, I got it. Hey, what'd you think? Oh, yeah, and then we're gonna just set it up for them. Oh yeah, but yeah. So, but yeah, that's pretty much. Oh, and then also at the same time, like we can afford it. Like we can afford the equipment to assemble.
Well,
sort of.
it's really just the computer we use for work. Well, not work, but my homework, like work at home.
And yeah, and I had a microphone laying around. Just, I like to keep shit like that around, You just never know what I have laying around. Anything.
He's like a general store.
General store. It could be possibly anything laying around. A nightstick, a microphone.
Fairy dust. You never know.
Yeah. Fake blood.
That is, he has fake blood, guys. He's not lying about that.
Yeah, you just never know when you gotta fake a crime scene.
That's true. And also, like, our group chats are pretty lit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man.
Our friends are terrible too.
Yeah, and you'll be hearing from them too, because it's steel sharpens steel. We're terrible because our friends are terrible, and vice versa. You should hear that. No, you
shouldn't hear what they say.
Well, but you will though.
Well, you will, and we can just edit it out wherever it's too bad or too offensive, or
Yeah, that'll probably be just dropped into the bloopers. Like, hey, we didn't mean to do this. It was an accident.
Sorry for that offensive joke. It was just a joke.
We'll just apologize.
It's not a dick. Don't take it so hard. That is like one of the trashiest jokes. But yeah.
But trashy jokes are great.
They are great. But I'm not a fan of Kris Jenner.
I got one.
What is it?
Like 2 wet vaginas walk into a bar.
No.
You gonna let me get to the punchline? Can I get to the punchline just this one time?
Get to the punchline.
That was actually the punchline. I just want to say 2 wet vaginas on here. And now I made it 4 times. Zing!
You only said it twice.
No, I said it 4 times.
No.
Yes. I said it the first time telling the joke. And then when I explained it, I said it. So that's
2.
No, but I'm talking about them, so it's 4.
Whatever. I thought you meant how many times you said it. Sure. He worked 4 wet vaginas into the conversation, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a hand.
Y'all better be clapping out there. It's a podcast, so we can't really see. So
yeah. I guess the main thing is everyone else can broadcast their terrible ass opinions and advice. And I feel like we majored in psychology. That was actually our major, so we should be able to do that gratis.
Yeah, I mean, like to her point, it really is a lot of horrible opinions out there. There's a lot of good opinions out there too.
They're all mine.
It's up to you guys to choose your opinion on that opinion. But back to my original point, it's a lot of opinions out there, and I feel like, how come I can't give my off-kilter, insanely accurate, yet wildly obscure opinion? I don't see why I can't.
So there you have it. That is why we decided to do said podcast. Gonna have some exciting topics, I hope. I hope this isn't one of those things where we just get tired of it after like the first 2 weeks and we just let it go.
This is at least a 6-week thing tops.
It's 6 weeks. I give it 6 weeks.
I definitely give this 6 weeks.
I give it 6 weeks. Yeah, 6 weeks. 6 weeks.
Yeah, most definitely.
We could do that.
Oh yeah. I mean, now we have it like recorded, so it's kind of like we've made a promise to people.
And we can always just delete it if we don't feel like doing it anymore.
I mean,
can you be like, what? Be like, what promise?
What podcast? Did that even happen?
What are you talking about?
We never did a podcast. That never went horribly. No.
And we have to get rid of all those social media pages on it too.
What? Pages? Oh my gosh.
So yeah, we definitely hope you stick around. Got an exciting show for you today. Got a special guest. That guest is no one. This is the first fucking episode. So
actually, to be honest, that's not true. That's not true. Like, seriously, we actually did have a actually really a good guest that was gonna come on here. It's crazy. I know some people. She knows some people. We had a friend of the family who's in the music entertainment, and they actually knew a guy knows the guy who's basically managing SZA, and she was going to be on the show.
Thought it was SZA.
So I don't know how to pronounce these people's names.
But you want her on the show.
I would definitely, so she can come on the show and correct me on name, and I don't care. But she was going to be here on the show.
That is such a lie.
That is totally.
Now, what is
totally
true? What is true is
totally.
He definitely knows some people,
Not
and
a fact.
I definitely know people and none of them are famous.
And none of them know SZA.
And none of them are SZA. So, with that being said, definitely hope you enjoy the show. Kick back, relax, listening to it in your car, at work. Turn it down a little bit. We curse a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you can listen.
Don't let your mom hear it. Hey, definitely don't let my mom hear it. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get that out there. Don't go sharing stuff. Half of you won't even get this link because you're the type to share stuff with my mom. She needs to know I'm grown.
Oh, and by the way, if you're going to share this with our parents or something like that, we're just going to put horrible things about you in the podcast. So the next time that you share it, they'll be hearing. I mean, we'll all go down together.
Yeah, because they're our parents. They'll still love us at the end of the day.
You, on the other hand, you'll just be a bad influence.
Enjoy.
All right, so the football season's winding down.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was very interesting, especially when you want to talk about college. New national champs this year. Shout out to UCF. You know what I'm saying? And,
that's cute. Roll Tide Roll. Rammer Jammer Yellowhammer. Gave him hell, Alabama. See, this is what happens when your team plays Alabama for your first game of the season. It ruins the rest of your season.
We had specifically spoke before we even started this damn podcast. We was not going to talk about FSU this year at all. We are waiting till next season. We are focused on next season.
We're not even talking about FSU. I didn't even bring them up. I was talking about the national champs.
Nah, bro.
Bama.
No, the national champs. Who had a parade first? UCF had a parade first, right? I mean, they won. They're the national champs.
I mean, if they had their parade before the championship game,
the championship game had already happened.
Okay, I'll let you have that one. I know you're a little salty, so I'll let you have that one. Got to cling on to somebody's coattails with the season y'all had.
I don't wear coats.
Coach left. I'm not leaving.
Well, first of all,
headline.
We got a new coach.
Coach leaving.
We got a new coach, and we gonna be all right. We looking forward to next season. That's the only thing we saying when it comes to FSU is we looking forward to next season.
Shout out to Coach Taggart. Hopefully you can.
Black excellence in the house.
Black excellence in the house. I can't even hate on it. It's funny because FAMU's new coach, his name is Willie as well. Yeah. Willie City boy. We'll see what happens though. We'll definitely see what happens in Tallahassee as the events unfold, but already seeing some good things out of them. So
we got two black dudes named Willie coaching in Tallahassee.
My life is complete. What about yours?
Yeah, I'm good.
Now that we have college, our life's complete when it comes to college, and that's cool. Everybody's happy now. Let's get on these Bucks. What happened this season? Why are they still awful?
Because they still have the same front office. It's a never-ending cycle. Them boys up there, I don't know what they're doing.
I can't comprehend it. I can't understand it. Like, we were going in a great direction, had that terrible season, then gave Lovey the boot. Loved Lovey though, but
yeah,
Lovey had to go.
It was supposed to be Lovey's fault.
Yeah, it was supposed to be Lovey's fault. But even with him, I think, what was that? So they got like 6-10 with Jameis's first year?
Yeah.
Yeah, then the next year, 9-7. So it was like, okay, hype. And then this year, 5-11. Yeah. Love Jameis. Mike Evans is cool too. You can't tell me anything about Jameis. Nothing. You can't tell me a thing about Jameis. Jameis does no wrong in my eyes.
Just let you know, this is a pro Jameis podcast.
Yeah, but see, he's going to be a little bit more objective than I am. I'm never going to admit any of Jameis's flaws. Just letting you know now. Jameis can do no wrong. Bray, Humphreys, all the guys out there.
Straight, man.
Like, individually, the Bucks are amazing.
It's just like when they get together and try to play football is when they are trash. And we just can't figure it out. It's like, what happened is like, how is it apart from each other? You boys are the shit, but when you get together, you boys are the shit. We don't. It's so frustrating.
You boys are shit when you're together. But I love y'all though. Love y'all. Nothing but love for the Bucks. I just hope this next season, we starting to get into that next season cycle with them. Like until I moved down to Tampa, I wasn't even really that much concerned with the Bucks like that. Like, I knew they were, falling by the wayside, and it didn't affect me that much until Jameis went to the Bucks. And then I was like, yeah, so next season. That's our season.
That's cause you from Pensacola, so that means you was a Jaguars.
Wait a minute.
You was a
Wait a
Jaguars
minute.
and Saints fan at
Wait
the
a
same
minute.
time.
Your favorite Buck is from Pensacola, so what are you saying?
Who?
Derrick Brooks?
Who?
What you mean?
Who?
Let's not do
First
that.
of all, Buccaneers, Jameis Winston. First of all.
Yeah, okay. All right, I'll give you that. But yeah, we'll see what happens with
Derrick,
them.
my second one though.
Then there were some teams that were trash last year, and this year, hey,
What?
Jalen said.
What? No. What Jalen said? What Jalen said?
I mean, we were sorry last year, but we ain't gonna be sorry this year.
Hey, no, they getting on my man, bro. But I can't help but respect it, man. My man is a dog on the field, bro. He can be as sassy as he want to be in his interviews, man. That ain't my business.
The
It's
Steelers Jags game was amazing.
Yeah, that jump was true.
That was an amazing game. Like I had definitely it was some amazing football. That's all I really can say about the Steelers Jags series. You know, I just hope the Jags demolish.
Hey, right quick. What school Jalen came from? Who you used to play for?
Okay, so Jalen came from FSU. That's what's up. We'll let you have it. I'll let you have it. And so did Jameis. I'll let you have it. I didn't say I don't like FSU. Y'all just aren't better than us. But enough of that. I have nothing else to say about the Jags.
Hey, let's go Jags, man. If y'all boys can go into Foxborough and knock off Tom Brady.
If you could please knock off Tom Brady.
Oh, man. Oh.
If they can do that, nothing's stopping them.
Yeah, y'all boys pull that off.
So.
Shit.
But the game of the weekend.
You talking about that other game?
That other game. The other game with those other players.
You talking about the ones from New Orleans and the ones in Minnesota?
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Wow. That last play, like, I don't think anyone was concerned or worried. None of that with that last play on the Saints side.
But see, that's the problem. They should have been. That coverage was trash, man. You know these boys is going to go all out, man. That jump was bad, bro. I ain't see no cover 4 or nothing out there. It should have been something. This it. You gotta put it all on the table. You know they going to. And now this man looking like Willie White shoes on the sideline stunting.
But in the problem with stuff like that, social media will take you down when it comes to stuff like that. I don't think people really understand how harsh it is now as opposed to then, because the memes are terrible.
Oh yeah, man.
Everywhere you go, your team loses, you log in, you flood it with memes. You have people tagging you and stuff.
It's digital crucifixion these days, boy. As soon as you go in there, boy, he died for his sins.
Like, there has to be a citywide wellness check.
Oh yeah, the whole
in New Orleans right now.
The whole city of NO, they on wellness check at this moment. Someone need to check in from. If you know somebody from New Orleans, check in on them. Call them. Send them a fruit basket. Make sure. Ask them how their day was going, man. Just anything. But at the same time, though, my man, the internet ain't take him down first. He took himself down first, bro. If that wasn't one of the biggest missed hit sticks.
But I feel so bad for him, because how can you even navigate in that city right now? How can you even move in that city right now knowing that everybody's blaming you?
Oh, man. Look at him. My man Marvin, got to order his Uber Eats. He got to order Uber Eats for all the next month, bro.
Nah, he can't even do that.
Got to order Uber Eats
He has
all
to
the
get
next
it.
month.
He has to get it delivered to the library, bro. There's no way an Uber Eats car is coming to his house. Nor would I trust an Uber Eats driver to come to my house.
He getting it delivered to the library. He come walking out the back.
Or what is it, like that Amazon lockbox? The thing you can get somebody to drop it off somewhere, you just pick it up?
Oh, man. Hey, look, man. You know he goes, man. Shoot. Man, me personally, it was funny just looking at social media at the responses, the memes, all the junk, man. Y'all seen it, boy. They had Booker T doing the doggone scissor kick on Marvin and stuff like that. It was ugly.
When they made him the Matador?
Man, look.
But you know, those diehard fans, man, my heart goes out to them because they can't take it. To get that close, having been through all of that, to get that close, and in like the last seconds, it just be ripped away.
Hey, but before we go in, bro, I gotta say this, bro. If you listen to this and you from Georgia or Atlanta, you from the city of Atlanta or the state of Georgia, whichever one come first, I don't care right now. You ain't got no business laughing at this part right here, cause boy,
Y'all know how to choke, boy. That if you don't know anything else, Georgia knows how to choke.
oh man,
The state of Georgia knows how to
they
choke.
can put out some great music.
They can. They really can put out some great music about choking, actually.
Hey, hey.
But
Back to these fans.
hurt fans, man.
Hurt fans.
My homeboy deleted his Facebook. Like, he wasn't even about to play games with y'all. He did not come here to play with y'all today. He was not about to let you tag him and shit. He was not about to let you do anything. So I feel you, bruh. But just know the welcome back party is going to be strong. It's going to be a strong welcome back party. Like, it's going to be one big ass Facebook second line, bruh, when you get back.
I don't have to take this. I'm going home.
Like, I would have even told you about the podcast, but this doesn't even exist to you at this moment. So you can't even get mad because you have shut us out of social media. But I understand. I love you. I'm wishing you the best right now.
Oh man.
Well, come back. We miss you.
Come back soon.
We miss you. Man, but it's been some great moments in football this year.
Yeah, man. Oh, and we gotta get to it, man. The turnover chain was so dope, boy. That was. I know everybody else had something going on beforehand.
Bama had a belt.
You know, nobody care about a little strap. You know what I'm saying? We talking about a chain. This is it. See,
it was so Miami though.
And that's what I'm trying to get at, man. Like everybody else had something that was, something to do with the school. Miami, that turnover chain, that's more than just represents the school, man. That represents the Miami culture, man. If you ever been, it's nothing but Cubans and black dudes walking around with chains on, looking at you crazy, man. That's pretty much Miami culture, man.
Yeah, it was a good thing. I definitely think that it brought back some of that energy we've been missing in college football for so long.
From the 80s, man, that's Miami till now.
And now it's to the point where no matter who you're rooting for, you're kind of waiting to see that chain. Yeah. Like, you're waiting for them to bring that chain out.
Yeah, the chain was dope, but it really was. But that's probably the dopest thing about Miami, because the U is in fact not back.
It is in fact not back.
Yes.
It is not back. We thought it was back. It has been confirmed. They still have a little bit growing to do. But they did have a good season, though. Definitely had a good season. It's just in those very important moments they didn't step up. Yeah. They had just stood on the chain, and maybe they would have been able to reach it.
But man, I mean, you gotta give them credit, man. They gave us a turnover chain, man.
They did it in style.
They did it. They did do it in style.
Choked in style. Should have been a choker. Turnover choker. Yeah, it was some dope touchdown celebrations.
Oh yeah, it got outlandish this year, and I loved it.
This isn't new, but I love Jameis and Mike's touchdown celebration. When it's like, it looks like the Euro step, and it you have to see it.
Euro step to the alley. Speaking of perfect segues, this NBA though, everybody in their feelings, ain't they? They just all in their feels. It's every other night. It's like a fight breaking out, man.
This is true. I don't know. The season, it started off with everyone getting ejected this season. Players
loving it.
Coaches
loving it.
Fans
loving it.
Floor buffers
loving it.
Mascots
loving it.
NBA Foundation kids.
Ooh, loving it.
Everybody was getting ejected, bro.
Cell phones.
Like, I knew it was real when LeBron got ejected.
Bro. Nothing
happens to LeBron.
Yeah, that was, and honestly, he shouldn't even been ejected. Oh, don't forget cell phones too, boy. Rodney Hood slapped somebody's cell phone out of their hand when he got ejected. So, boy, it's all emo in the NBA right now.
Yeah. What? Houston just ran up on the Clippers through a secret door.
Yeah.
Like, really, Chris? You told them about the secret door? Like, that's so flawed.
You have shattered our bond. There is now nothing. There's now nothing between us. Yeah, you took them to our spot.
Because it was crazy, because when you see the headlines, everybody was saying they were looking for Austin Rivers. Was he not in a booth? He didn't even play.
Hey, Austin Rivers had to be doing some big boy fourth quarter crunch time shit talking to make you so mad that you want to fight the nigga in a walking boot. The
Austin
team,
Rivers.
they can't look. Bring us the boy.
Austin Rivers had to have said something to make them that upset.
They told Doc, "We coming for your son. We coming for him." Hey, like seriously, who he even play?
He didn't play. What did he say?
And this is even worse. Chris Paul is the one who's leading it. That's how you really let your feelings out, bro. You coming at your ex-coach's son for a fight. Tell us how you feel, Chris. Tell us how you feel, bro.
Man, that was a Flalo swung on some niggas tonight.
Oh yeah,
He swung on somebody tonight.
Yeah, he definitely took a swing at a European player. It was one of them wild, like 8th grade behind the rec center swings. You know what I'm saying? Like, you slap my juice out my hand, I'm finna hit you. It is one of those swings where, you know, like when you've been going shoulder, you've been bumping each other's shoulders in a circle for like 30 seconds.
He just made that sound before he did it.
Yeah, man, that jump was crazy, bro. Still no punches connected, bro. Oh, don't forget, yeah. Amir Johnson and Serge Ibaka. Apparently Serge Ibaka just decided he didn't want to live and decided to basically try and fight a dude who's like 24 and 0 in MMA. Like, that's what his whole entire family does. So, hey man, it's looking wild. I hope we get another some type of watered down Malice in the Palace this year. That'd be pretty nice to see.
That'd be nice. Good for ratings.
Yeah.
I know it's like a family thing or whatever, but really,
Yeah.
like, we say that certain things are family events or family oriented, but are they really?
Boy, them cuss words starting to slip more and more, boy.
Just a little bit. Come on, Mello. Really?
Hey, I like it, bro. I like it. Whatever got to get you up off that floor, bro. Them knees bad, bro. If you got to cuss the whole team out to get that rebound, do it.
Nah, but when Russell poured that water down Melo's back post game interview, that post game interview, Melo, really?
Oh, shit, motherfucker, goddamn.
That was terrible.
He went full player in that moment, bro.
Full player. That was awful. Hey, wasn't it like the beginning of the season? Who was it? Bradley Beal that jumped on Draymond?
Oh yeah, he tried to rip his jersey off, bro.
Like, what is going on?
Oh man, they too big to be catfighting, bro. These boys is over 200
Everybody
pounds.
is so upset this season.
Yes, they are, bro. I don't know what it is. Y'all all got paid. The collective bargaining agreement went up. Boy, y'all all should be coming to the what Charles Barkley say? Y'all should be coming to the arena in spaceships, bro. Why is y'all so mad? I don't get it.
Well, that is, I don't know, man. It's been a crazy season. Some things never changed. The Magic is still trash.
Oh, the Magic are still trash, and that is they can't get right. Can't tank right. Can't get right. I mean, that's them. I mean, at this point, you just do what we're doing with FSU, man. Look forward to next season, man. I mean, we're gonna check on them boys in the spring and see if there's any type of common sense has swept into the building. To be honest, at this point, the Buccaneers and the Magic should just switch front offices, just for an experiment. I'm trying to see something.
That is actually a good idea, because I honestly don't think that their grasp on either sport is strong enough to where they couldn't just swap sports real quick and one go to basketball, the other go to football.
I mean, they can both go in there and honestly, I think the Glazers could turn the Magic around they can turn them around, like completely around to an AC franchise. I really do believe that.
I don't know if you've noticed that most Bucks fans are Magic fans down here.
And it's sad because it's not right to just basically be hopelessly trapped between two garbage ass teams.
Like you playing a game of Pong, you just bouncing back and forth between two trash cans.
Trash can Pong.
Like, how could you open yourself up to that much disappointment in one sports season?
Yeah, it's rough. You pretty much only pigeonholed yourself to like baseball or college football or something like that, or get into watch a bunch of MMA. You know what I'm saying? Just to release all that aggression. That's what I would do.
That's pretty much all that's left at this point.
Pretty much.
Read a great article though recently. Richard Sherman, you know him, you love him.
Oh, you know it.
Cornerback for the Seahawks, one of my favorite cornerbacks next to Jalen Ramsey. Gotta love Jalen.
Gotta love Jalen.
Richard Sherman, great guy, you know.
Hey, right quick before you start, what school Jalen went to?
Oh my goodness.
What school Jalen went to? Just
it
right
doesn't
quick.
matter where he went. He's playing in the league now. Let's leave that in the past. Back to Richard.
And they gonna win that bitch.
Back to Richard. So he contributed an article to Business Insider. You know, Richard's very, very intelligent guy. Like at Stanford.
Definitely.
Very smart dude. And he did an article on cryptocurrency. And I saw that he did an interview and he spoke about cryptocurrency back in December. I haven't even had the chance to check that out. I'm definitely going to check it out. But I did read his article that he wrote earlier this month. And it was refreshing to see someone else of that caliber speak on it. Because recently everybody's been saying, oh, it's monopoly money.
Right.
You're playing with your money. It's not real. So to see someone who had an intelligent point of view or an intelligent take on it, it was refreshing to read. And his number one pick was also one of my favorites that's out there right now, Ripple.
Right.
Well, the coin is called XRP, but the company is called Ripple, and it's a really good thing to get behind, I think. I'm not out here making, giving you advice. I am not a financial advisor. You do whatever you want to do with your coins. That's up to you, because if it does not work out, you will not say that I told you to spend a damn thing.
Right.
But I definitely have been looking at some things, and Ripple came across pretty much on just happenstance for me when I found out about it. I was actually on Bitstamp purchasing some Bitcoin. And I looked and I was like, oh, this Ripple coin is like 20 cents.
I'm going to have to stop you because the people listening to this most likely don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
This is true. Okay. So Bitstamp is an exchange. You know how you have, I don't want to list the names of places you can buy stocks, but you have brokerages where you can go buy stocks and things like that, the famous ones, Well, there are also exchanges where you can go and buy cryptocurrency because it's not something that's necessarily mainstream and it's still not really fully regulated. That's pretty much the goal of cryptocurrency, to not be regulated.
Bitcoin.
Well, Bitcoin, yeah, because them
boys started off. Them boys started off in the mud, boy.
They got it out the mud for real.
Like seriously, the first time I heard about Bitcoin, it was pretty much like criminals in the dark web, like purchasing guns, drugs, and like body parts or whatever the hell they wanted to do.
Hey, don't talk about those people on here like that.
Hey, I'm just saying. I mean, it's documented.
They will hack this whole show and find out where you are.
Shit. I don't know what the hell they think they're gonna get.
I'm sure there's some very nice people in there.
We came all the way across the globe for this.
I'm sure there's some very nice people out there on the dark web. You nice people, great people.
Pair of sneakers. This is all you have.
Anyway, so I was on Bitstamp.
We take the podcast stuff.
Sorry, I do my homework on that. You can't take that. You have to pick something else.
No deal. Oh man.
Oh gosh.
We're bullshitting.
We're terrible.
Yeah.
So I was on Bitstamp, which is a cryptocurrency exchange, purchasing Bitcoin, and I saw Ripple there, and I was like, okay, this is 20 cents. I had just signed up for Bitstamp to purchase Bitcoin, so I'd never even heard of what a Ripple was. And it was 20 cents, and I knew at the time Bitcoin had already hit that 10,000 mark that everyone was going crazy over back in November. So I was like, let me purchase this. This is cheap. I can get a lot of it. It's cheap. Well, not a lot. You don't want to do too much. It is cryptocurrency. Very volatile. So,
but some people, they bought big.
Oh yeah, some people laid it all out. Some people risked it all. I was not one of those people. So I was on there and I was like, okay, cool, I'll buy this. Got a few coins. Cool. It's 20 cents. A few weeks later, not even a full 2 weeks later, it starts moving. And I joined the subreddit for Ripple. It's called Ripple. Over 150,000 people subscribe to the subreddit, and you find out some really good information there. It's a great place where people discuss, their experiences, the do's, the don'ts, where you can find it, because it's very difficult to purchase at this point. It's not on a lot of exchanges, and the exchanges that it is on, if you live in the US, it's not really accessible to you. Bitstamp's a great exchange because it takes credit cards from the U.S. Coinbase is another one. It doesn't have XRP or Ripple on it, but it takes debit cards. And so those are just two different ones. I just suggest you do your own research and find out what works best for you. Be careful for those ones that get hacked all the time or things like that. Be very careful. Make sure you get you a wallet, hot, cold, whatever. A wallet is basically a place you keep your cryptocurrency offline or however, just not in an exchange, to make sure that you have full control over it with the private key. Google it. I am not a financial advisor, so I advise you to do your own research with that.
Yeah, no Susie Orman over here, bro.
No Susie Orman. We're not even going to talk about Susie.
But I'll say this about the whole thing. What I have noticed is that it's a lot of people spending a lot of money on this, and not just regular everyday people, you know what I mean, who are buying into it. I mean, like behind the scenes, big corporations. Like a lot of people are getting to this, so it's just like, this may not be nothing. It may fail now. It may, who knows what the hell may happen, but it sounds like they're trying to make fetch happen. Let's put it like that.
Definitely trying to make fetch happen. Speaking of people who are really investing in it, Ripple announced a partnership with MoneyGram just last week, and that's big.
Yep.
And I guess it'd be easier for me to explain what basically Ripple's purpose is. Their coin is touted to be one of the fastest ways to transfer money.
That's what's the difference between the other ones.
Basically, the Bitcoin transactions take hours to process. Even if you like Litecoin or Ethereum, it still takes you about 20, 30 minutes depending. It's only taken me, I think, with Ethereum like 20 minutes, 30 minutes to transfer something, but XRP takes 4 seconds. And when you think about how that compares to the transfer time of fiat currency, which is, your basic dollars, euros, things like that. When you think about how quick that makes that process, how much money that these larger banks and corporations can save by using that, it's amazing that it was only 20 cents when I saw it. And yeah, when I saw it, it was just 20 cents. And a few weeks after that, it just started growing. And these people, I'm going through this Reddit, and these people are just like, I can't believe it's finally moving. It's been sitting at 20 cents or whatever for months. And then you see things start happening for it that they say couldn't happen. Like it hit $1, it hit $2, it hit $3. And I'm not trying to fangirl out about XRP, but...
Oh, no, she's fangirling out about XRP.
But it's amazing to watch. And I think that it's not even about which coin you pick, because everything's not going to fail. If you look at the coins that were here 2 years ago, half of those coins are not here. Half or more are no longer in circulation, aren't being used, don't have any value. So things are set to die off. But I feel like when big corporations start getting behind or partnering with certain coins, you might want to start looking at that like, okay, that might be an avenue I want to take. You never really know. But it's been exciting to watch everything unfold. Definitely, I'm going to say it again, do your own research, because if you go broke, it is not my fault. Like I didn't even tell. I'm not out here throwing hundreds at anything. And hundreds is not a lot to a lot of people. It's a lot to me. It's a lot to, you might as well say you're gambling. You might as well say you're going to the casino and you're shoving $20, $30, $40, $50, $100, $1,000, $10,000 into a slot machine. And you're not even pulling the lever. You're just walking the fuck off. You might as well say you're doing that when you're dealing with cryptocurrency.
Basically.
You might as well say, I'm losing this money. Let me put this on it. Because it's a fun ride. Recently, cryptocurrency felt like it was dying. Everything was down. If you go to any of the famous pages to watch all the coin action, Live Coin Watch, Coin Market Cap, everything was red. Today, everything's green. So again, it's very volatile. People were getting sick to their stomach. But you have to be careful. You can't buy at those all-time highs. And I guess when you think about it, every time it goes up, it's an all-time high. But you got to be careful. There were people who said, I bought in at $3 on Ripple. I'm absolutely sick now because it dropped down to like 80 cents, I think. I stopped looking at it. You can't watch it. It's one of those things you just hold on to for a while. I wish I had known about Bitcoin. Well, actually, we did know about Bitcoin. When it first started popping off, we were like, that's cool. So
yeah, we just really didn't know how to get a hold of it. And again, it was tied to like criminals and shit. So it was that. I mean, that was it was a lot of negative information that was put out about it in the beginning. Like,
Yeah, I mean, not much has changed. There's still a lot of negative stuff, but there's those people who believe in it.
yeah, but see, the difference is like there's negative information, and then there's also the people who are making millions off of it
because they did not believe the negative information. This is true.
Yeah, so once you see that's coming out, it's kind of like different.
I mean, yeah, and is it hype? Absolutely, it's definitely hype. But it's fun for me. It's fun to watch. Now, these do have real world use. I think that a lot of different coins can have a real world purpose depending on what they're trying to do. Blockchain technology is something that's going to be around, whether people want to accept it or not. That's something that's here, and that's something that's necessary.
I think that's really interesting, like crazy how fast that Ripple works. That's the part that I want to know how they do that. Like,
see,
I would like to have that, like the actual, real, behind the scenes, like technical explanation of that.
If they told you, they had to kill you.
They probably would have to put a bullet in the back of my neck.
They probably would, and I feel like it's strange.
It's almost worth it.
It's definitely almost worth it, but I feel like why should this be so fascinating? Everything's electronic. Why does it take me 2 weeks to send something to Beijing anyway? If I want to send $20 to Beijing, why is it going to cost me $300 to send, and why is it going to take 3 weeks? Like, why hasn't somebody already thought of something faster?
Hey,
Ripple's faster and it's cheaper. And
you know what's gonna be funny?
What?
If any one of these pop off, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
people are like on Reddit sites, they're tipping each other, you know, with this stuff and with cryptocurrency, and like you can literally probably buy a cup of coffee with it in certain places. It's gonna be funny, the people who spent like all of their Ripple or whatever on a cup of coffee, and now like later on it's like worth redonkulous amounts. They could have like bought a spaceship for that shit.
Well, I mean, that's pretty much what the Bitcoin pizza was.
I know, yeah. Tell them about the Bitcoin pizza.
So
if they haven't
basically,
heard.
this guy, along when Bitcoin first went into effect, I want to say 2009. This guy spent 10,000 Bitcoin to buy a pizza. And it was a big thing. It was like, oh, I used Bitcoin to buy this pizza. This is amazing. Use Bitcoin to buy this pizza, to buy 2 pizzas. And that Bitcoin now, or like back in November when they were talking about it, back in November when it started hitting 10,000, that Bitcoin now would be like worth over $100 million.
What was the pizza place?
You know,
I need to know the pizza place.
I don't know. Let's see if we can find out the pizza place.
Because this is now important.
I don't know.
This is very important now.
I have no idea, because back then 10,000 Bitcoin was $40.
It doesn't even matter if you even at the point, if you just bought some trash pizza with this, you are, oh my gosh, bro.
Like if you bought Papa John's with your Bitcoin, bruh, just go lay down. It's okay. Just go lay down, because you're gonna need to sleep that off. Yeah, man, that's it's a crazy world though. I'm excited to just see what happens, like who's standing on top at the end of this, who's going to be the Amazon or the Google.
Baby, it's a wild
because
world.
At one point MySpace was the hottest thing to us.
And
now there's Facebook. At one point I had a MySpace and a Facebook, and I was logging in on MySpace to play Mobsters and set my top 8. And I wasn't really thinking about Facebook.
Oh my gosh, that Mobsters was dope.
If they could do anything, just bring it back. Just let me play the Mobsters.
Yeah.
I was out there in these streets.
Oh yeah, I was like a level. Yeah, I like level 25, something like that.
Yeah, I was out there in these streets.
Had a couple killers with me.
Setting on hits.
Oh,
setting out hits.
You know it.
I had some shooters.
Oh yeah, ain't the first time.
But think about it. Like nobody. Who goes to MySpace? Does MySpace even still exist in anymore?
I definitely went back to try and get in my page. And I was like probably like maybe like last year or something like that, like early last year.
And MySpace is where we got our web development.
It works
on too.
It worked when I did it.
That's crazy. We got our web developer on MySpace.
Oh yeah, bro. Everybody was putting the HTML
HTML,
codes,
yeah.
boy. Building pages and shit, boy.
Having floating letters when you come to the page, raining
Oh
down the
man.
page. Oh yeah, we thought we were doing something.
Oh, we really
We
did.
thought we were doing something. It was
Goddamn
great.
top 15s, and then you know you was cool when you had like a top 4 or some fuck shit like that.
My circle. I keep my circle small.
Yeah, I keep my circle small. And then when you get on there, you got a song playing and junk like that. some real emo shit that was playing that only you thought was hot.
Oh yeah, then you write your little notes or whatever.
Oh,
you know, I will never forget when one of my exes wrote the dirtiest little MySpace note about me. I was so hurt. I was like, really, dude? And that was like probably the flawest thing you could do at that time is write a note about somebody and post it. Because you just wrote a note about me when we were together talking about you loved me and everything like that. And then you turn around because we break up because you hear something you don't like. You go and write a note about me. That's what's up, though. I'm not mad about it anymore. But at the time, I was pissed.
I feel like you still holding on to this.
I'm not holding on to it. I'm good.
You got it out?
Him and his note.
Shit.
I'm good.
Hey, whoever this is, man, if she ever catch you, bro, y'all had something to talk about. You may not remember. Shit.
No, he remembers. I know he remembers.
Oh man, MySpace was ridiculous, bro.
It definitely was. That was.
Like you could really connect to like everywhere. You just pull up countries and be like, I mean, come on, we all know what we were on there doing on MySpace, bro. That junk was the galactic plenty of fish, bro. Like you just.
I mean, that's what y'all were doing. I was happy.
Get the hell out of here. That's what everybody was on MySpace. Nah.
I did get some messages.
Nah, stop it.
Somebody slid into my prehistoric DMs.
You see what we got to deal with. You see what we got to deal with. You see this is blatant bullshit. Everybody was on MySpace to get some tail.
No, they were not.
Yes, they were.
When I got on MySpace,
tail.
No, I got on MySpace my freshman year of college. That's telling my age. Oh my goodness, because it was hot. It was popping, and
it's just all.
That was what 2005, fall 2005, and I really used it to connect with people that I had graduated with.
And that's the only people you talk to.
That was the only people I talked to on MySpace was people I graduated with. Now, people did slide in my prehistoric DMs because what were they called then? Just messages? That's not hot. Prehistoric DMs.
Men's not hot.
Quick mouths. So.
Come on, man. This is so square, bro.
But I really didn't talk to anybody on MySpace.
I'm not buying it. I'm sorry, bro.
I'm sorry that I was too focused on my schooling.
No, you're not finna sit
That I was
here.
just trying to reconnect with my friends.
Oh my gosh, bro.
That's all I did.
Bro.
Now, what I will say, it was crazy.
It is the entire world, according to them, to that little advanced search. Oh, come on, man. It said Brazil. It said UK.
Well, I actually used to set my location on Bangladesh. Like I said, that's where I was.
I set my location throughout the entire Caribbean. I was in Africa at one point. Look, man. I was digitally trying to sow my royal oats. Like I don't even know what I was trying to accomplish. To be completely honest, I don't even know what I was trying to accomplish.
I haven't the slightest because that was not my experience at all. Although a crazy story I do have, I was like 19.
I'm sorry.
I went out.
I'm sorry.
I didn't.
I understand. It's just. Oh my god! Yeah.
Can I tell my story?
Okay.
Can I tell my story?
You can tell it.
Like you're in disbelief that I wasn't out here just trying to thought on MySpace.
I mean, it's the natural order. It
wasn't my natural order. I was just on there talking to my friends. So,
matter of fact, that's how I was pretty much introduced to me. Man, what cases? Man, look.
Oh my gosh, that is terrible.
It was bad. It was bad.
That was like 10 years ago. That's crazy. Anyway, so I guess this is when I slowly stopped using MySpace after this. I met this guy in the club. He bought me a drink. I was underage. I was like 19. Don't drink underage. It's not good. Not good at all. But he bought me a drink. I gave him a fake name because no one had ever bought me a drink in the club before, but I did know from watching TV, like watching like Living Single when I was growing up, that you don't give your real name out, especially when they buy you a drink because they'll get really really clingy. So he did stay around pretty much most of the night. I guess he had staked his claim with that Smirnoff Ice that he bought me, and it was the clear kind too, no flavor, just a little cloudy one. And I gave him a fake name. I didn't even live in the city because I had went home. This was like on one of my breaks, so I was at home, and I went back to school after Christmas break was over with, and like a week later, I got a message from him on MySpace. I was just like, how?
Because that's what MySpace is for.
How did you find me?
Apparently, I mean, I thought everybody else on Earth knew what MySpace was for. You know what I mean? Apparently, I'm with the one person who had no clue what MySpace was for. I'm not buying it, but come on, bro.
I really did.
Look at the settings on there. If you go back and look at the settings, like the advanced, like to search for people, it was pretty much like, son, you're looking for somebody. It was there for you to mingle. That was pretty much a dating site, as far as I'm concerned. MySpace was pretty much a dating site.
I mean,
it just included everybody.
Your gender and they asked your age, but it was really just social media. And I mean, if you slide into somebody's DM now, I mean, you could
narrow your search in a whole entire other country to your age group.
Yeah, to see what's going on the other side of the world.
To see what's going on. They got pictures of their ass up.
Well, that's not my problem. I didn't show my ass on mine.
I didn't. You would be surprised how many pictures it was like that. Or the duck face boy. Oh, the duck face has been around way longer than they've.
Oh yeah, the duck face. The duck face goes back.
They probably just started mentioning that shit. What, within the past 3-4 years?
No, it's been a little bit longer. It's been a little bit longer
that they've mentioned it.
Yeah, it's been a little bit longer that they've mentioned it. But the duck face it's a classic.
Oh, it is such a classic.
I still catch myself doing the duck face. It's hard to smile now. See, that's the downfall of it. When you grow up, when you do the duck face so much that you don't know how to take pictures.
How did that start? Who gave that? Who gave that life?
That is the ultimate.
Well, who gave that life?
Who gave it life?
Yeah.
The duck face has been around.
No, but who gave it life?
Look at these old paintings. The duck face has been here. Okay, don't believe me. The duck face has been here.
I thought that was pretty much just a whole lot of incest, because people just pretty much inbred, and so their jawlines were screwed.
And that's you know what? We're done.
You want to end it there?
I want to end it there.
All right, that's what's up.
Well, we can talk about something else.
I mean, you said old paintings. I mean,
moving on.
Oh my gosh.
So, I got nothing. Not much else to move on to. You've effectively killed the mood.
I've been known to be pretty effective at that. It's not the first time I've heard it. I didn't mean to, but that's sometimes how great things happen.
Well, this was fun.
It was most certainly fun.
This was definitely fun. First episode in the books.
You think we can do this again?
5 more weeks. We got 5 weeks left. This is week 1.
Ooh. Just want to see where you was at with it. See how you. I want to see if you would have said 4th, and I'm like, she ain't really with this.
She ain't real.
Yeah, she ain't real. She would have said 4.
5 more weeks. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
We make it 5 weeks after this.
We're going 6 more.
We're going 6 more. If we make it 6 episodes, we'll do another 6 episodes.
Mm-hmm. These could also be lies.
Definitely could be lies. They could delete all of this shit, and you never know.
Yeah, and they could go right into the bloopers.
Well.
All right.
Yeah. Should we have a sign off or something? Or
Nah, not this time. I mean, it's our first podcast, so we don't want to force anything. We'll just let it come organically. One of these days, maybe in the 8th episode, we'll come up with something really, really smooth.
Something real catchy. Hey, 8th.
8th.
You have hope. Ooh. I like that.
I mean, that shit just flew out my mouth. I didn't even mean to.
I like that.
Wow.
I guess we'll just.
Is that optimism? That's some optimism.
That's what that's called. Optimism.
Okay.
Cool.
I'll start using that word now.
Yeah. Well, all right.
Yeah.
Just push the button. I
Yeah,
guess?
you just push record. We can stop it now.
Cool.
Yes, you don't want to drag it out any more than we already have.
We can.
We could.
We can.
It is ours.
Play some music.
Yeah, play some music.
Ah, cool. Play some music.
All right.
Alrighty. Well, gotta go now. Listen to the music.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Peace.
Hey, that could be the...
Nah. We can't force it. Episode 8.
Don't want to force it. Gotcha.
One night time like pie. Looking for a girl that's on my job. Cause your boy got the game on lock. I pass more bars than a lawyer. This web make kill, Felicia Latoya. And it's one chick who remind me of Dora. But in this case, she wanted me to explore her. Baby, I don't drink. Go take a shot at this. I'm trying to get my rocks off and out of the apocalypse. The rocket ship blowing off, get it right now. We about to hit the beach right now. Hotter than compound, plus fly in the airplane. You're living in the past, I got 09 everything. Chicks wanna must be on the just gave her the eye, blew off like a hurricane. What you need in life, I got a lot of hot sex with a model that swallow. Holla walk through the club holding 10 bottles. Living life full throttle, that's my motto. Nights like this, I wish these haters could ball. Out loud, quit front, trying to get it like I left the engine running. I'm stunning, wildin' in the club, rapping Louis V song, trying to take them home 2 at a time like Phil drumming. Wait till they get a load of this. Let's bows on the dick, crap flows on the whip. Shift this out about my cream past the onions. Swag alien, sling mad wood like Paul Bunyan. Double Dave, Kenyatta and Visa. Dominoes carry out meat, love a pizza. Neck piece, Easter, bed spring, Valentine. Move my wrist too fast, rocks fly like Palestine. More jewels than no dipset mixtape. Try to shake a chick, she said, wait, the dick's great. No remorse when the phantom goes swoop. In the salt and pepper cool to make the girls wanna shoot. You hate me, I hate me also. Rock hard like Gibraltar, make the chicks sing alto. What you need in life, I got a lot of hot sex with a model that swallow. Holla walk through the club holding 10 bottles. Living life full throttle, that's my motto. Nights like this, I wish these haters could
Top shelf bras, keep their hands in my cookie jar. Conscious of the women's in cars, life of a rap star. Nights at the Casbah, she said she was an actor. Could've won an Emmy where she played my Jimmy. Monster ball sex scene like Halle and Billy. Gotta chase some waterfalls cause the chain's so chilly. Something like a pimp, well no not really. Reserve room for 4 seasons at the 4 seasons. Main reason, keys like the black Jackie Gleason. Dick send him straight to the moon, we ain't leaving so soon. Baby girl, we just got acquainted. Pull my peace pipe out and she damn near fainted. If I don't get my nut first, please disperse. Please disperse, please disperse. And if the sex get messy, clean it up with your shirt. Use your shirt, bitch, use your shirt. What you need in life, I got a lot of hot sex with a model that swallow. Holla walk through the club holding 10 bottles. Living life full throttle, that's my motto. Nights like this, I wish these haters could ball.